Come on, man. It's CNE. We back.
CNE podcast is back, y'all. What's going on?
What's going on? Welcome back to another fantastic episode.
Yeah, man.
Of the CNE podcast. Should we start telling them the numbers? Episode 3.
We should.
Yeah. I guess it's for like the new listeners.
Season 2, episode 3.
Now, I don't feel good giving them season. I don't know why.
You don't know how consistent we gonna be or something like that.
Relax. Right? I know how, because we gonna be consistent. But
what's your problem with saying that?
I don't know. Season 2 makes me feel like
pressure.
Yeah, they're like, dang, we far behind. What the first season? You ain't even like that. I don't know.
Nah, that's how I'm rocking. I mean, yeah. Season 2. Season 1 might be gone. Season 1,
that's another thing.
I don't care though.
We might turn season 2 into season 1.
That's gonna be for the day ones, because once we blow, or once we reach new heights, the day ones who've been around for season 1. If you was there, you was there. If you wasn't, then it's not ain't nothing hard. But you're just gonna be an OG. You know what I'm saying?
Really
supporter. If you was there for the season 1, and
you automatically get free picture.
Yeah.
Newcomers get. If we blow up for real, newcomers get
free picture, free merch.
I'm
good for that. If you can prove to me that you've been subscribed since back in October or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say last July, but that's when we recorded.
Last July?
Yeah, we recorded in
that first July. 50. If you can, I don't know if they can show that or not. If you can prove you subscribed.
Never mind, go ahead.
If you can prove that you subscribed and you was in that first 50, on God, I got free merch for you.
Me.
Unless you family. Because you'll probably get some. Nah. If you family, you got to up that chicken.
Wow. You going to let the fans get off for free, but family got to. Absolutely.
I think it should be that way. The family, you should want to support off the rip because I am your family.
So you going to offer.
Fans don't owe me anything. Family, you kind of owe me that support to me.
Oh, wow. You one of them people that they be like, why do strangers, what is it like? They be like, strangers show more love than your close friends or your friends and family? You wonder though. You showing love to the strangers.
It's opposite.
Yes.
I have a business.
Okay.
Right?
So you want, go ahead.
I got a business, so you my family, so I need your support. It's different. I'm going to show love to my family too, but that should be a different type of, like what you said earlier about the unconditional love that your family's gonna give you that strangers won't. So as my family, don't be looking for handouts.
But okay, put it like this: there's more strangers, so we don't call them supporters. Well, there's more supporters than family. So you want to walk up every 50 seconds, let a supporter walk up to you, and you get free merch. We losing money.
I'm not gonna do that for every supporter stranger.
Damn near.
I said first 50.
Oh, like first 50 what? Subscribers on the channel?
If you somebody who I don't expect to subscribe, but you subscribe and you was one of the first 50, I got something for you.
How they gonna prove they're the first 50 though?
I'm asking. I don't know. That's what I said. I don't know if that's something that they can prove or not. I'm not gonna stay here too long.
Okay, you're right. We 5 minutes in.
But if you can, man, regardless, appreciate y'all support.
Yeah, welcome back.
Whoever in tune with us, man, whoever believe in us, we appreciate you.
We gonna show you the most amount of love. I'm gonna cry and give you a picture because I'm emotional.
Yeah,
I'm an emotional person. Sure. What we got, Eric? What we got? How we starting?
What you want to start with? Unless you got something you want me to get into?
I got a little something crazy, and I'm so glad.
Hey, let's start crazy.
So check me out. It's not crazy, but just hear me out. Who do you think had the bigger impact for the culture? On the culture, for the culture, whatever.
And what time?
Ice Cube.
Oh. Go ahead.
Or Chief Keef. I already know who I'm picking.
You're nuts.
How? But it's so great when you break it down. Go ahead, though.
I think it's easily Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you're not finna say anything, I'm gonna let you rock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you rock. I'm gonna try to let you get off whatever you think you finna get off.
Come on.
I'm going Ice Cube. I think Chief Keef had the world in a headlock, especially the state of Illinois. He had all types of he had a crazy influence on people. Chief Keef influence was nuts.
Speak on Ice Cube because you making my point. Go ahead.
All right. Either way, I'm gonna just say that one more time. Chief Keef had hella influence. But when you think about I'm sorry if I stepped on your stuff.
You didn't step on. You just proved my point.
But what Ice Cube did for the culture is hands down Cube. Go ahead.
What did he do?
Go ahead.
What did he do?
I'm gonna stop there. I want you to go. No,
but this is your time to get it off.
He gave us Friday. Now you tell
and
me
that
something
did what for the culture?
It gave us every black person's favorite movie. It gave us laughs inside of our households.
Bang. That's it.
No, that's one thing. Okay. I don't want to keep going.
I just want you to get yours off, G. Because listen, like you said, Chief Keef had the most impact on the state of Illinois, but just on the music industry in general. My nigga made a whole new sound. Bayou. That whole new sound trickled over to New York. They got New York drill now, do they not? And then that even went overseas, folks. They got Europe. They have European drill, all that good stuff. This nigga had us walking around with white True Religion jeans, white t-shirt, white Air Force One.
I wasn't doing that, but yeah.
I wasn't either, but he had
was out here like
he
that,
had a couple of people on my mama. He had people doing that. And then
hey, you're nuts, bro.
He taught niggas how to speak Italian.
This man.
Finito.
Is this the joint that you hit me with earlier? You said this the crazy one that you had?
Yes, bro. Chief Keef has more impact on the culture. Because just look at the influence. Look at the influence of music itself. How it changes how people think. Nigga, they was blaming the crime rate and the murder rate on Chief Keef music alone.
Who was?
The news. Channel 5.
Okay, yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
They're trying to blame drill for.
Yeah.
And it did have something to do with it.
Yeah. Hello, white boys talking about on phone them.
I don't want to go in because, like.
What you mean? I just like this. It threw me off when I thought about it, too, because I was like, Ice Cube. Because I asked myself, was Ice Cube or Chief Keef?
Boy, it is.
I said Ice Cube.
What has you
because what did he do?
First of all,
what's the impact?
When you talking about for the culture, you got to talk about positive stuff.
I mean, some positive things came out of Chief Keef.
No, it didn't.
Lil Durk and them good.
It was great.
Luis and them good.
Them boys was coming regardless.
He put them on though. It all came from him. From I don't like.
Them boys was coming regardless.
This nigga made a song listing the things he don't like.
While he had that, Durk was still coming. Durk had L's and he had That's what I told.
We didn't know nothing about
52,
them.
You did.
We didn't know nothing about them until
Durk
Chief
was
Keef
dropping
came
52
out.
bars and stuff like that. Fire.
No.
God.
That was not before I don't like. I would get on YouTube, right? I would get on YouTube and do that and show you. No. It all stemmed from I don't like a song listing things he don't like.
When Herb and Bibby, when Herb was dropping kill shit, he ain't wasn't worried about what Chief Keef was over there doing. Herb was in his own lane, really rapping for real.
He was in his own lane. He was rapping, him and Bibby, but it's still like it's the effect of well, shit. If he can do it,
for sure. But that's that's a reason. But when you talk about the culture, but you got to talk about positive stuff. Chief Keef
probably, but I'm just saying there's positive and there's negative, and I don't even see the negativity just yet.
You's better off having an argument of comparing influence. And not between Chief Keef and Ice Cube.
Yes, though. That's what made it fun, because it's like Ice Cube of all people.
Ice Cube gave us Friday. Ice Cube gave us Are We There Yet for the children. He gave us the Big Five or the Big Three. Because a lot of you watch dudes wouldn't even be able to hoop for real if my mans didn't drop the Big Three. He gave us NWA. For real. I don't say he gave us NWA, but he's, you know what I'm saying?
He produced that? You talking about the movie or the group itself? Yeah. He did right for them.
The man's was in NWA, really rapping to date was a good day. And you said, know what? Oh, this, man, I'm finna go write a script. Gave us a hood classic.
3 of them.
And a bunch of other movies.
A 3-peat.
So, I'm going Cube. And Cube be on some like social activist stuff. He be using his voice out here.
True. Now you got me with that. Chief, I ain't never heard nothing about that. With Chief.
But Chief Keef is a legend though. We can definitely make sure y'all put some respect on Chief's name.
GLO is GLO GNG.
GLO, you know Kid's crazy.
It's Glory Boys, but it's short for Glory Boys Entertainment. But it's We Glow Gang.
Kid's crazy, everybody crazy. She 13 though. You don't even know where that one's from. That's on that tape. Where'd my phone go?
You just had it behind you.
For sure. This man's crazy. He wants to have the power of Chief Keef. I bet.
Love Chief Keef. Shout out that name. He cool as hell.
Is it possible I just got a text? Is it possible to be in love with more than one person at the same time?
In love with more than one person at the same time?
Yes, Shaq, I'm asking you. I don't want to answer this. You answer. Is it possible to be in love with one person?
So before I answer,
more than one person at the same time,
why am I the
Shaq?
Only one that's going to answer?
I'm going to answer too, but I want you to answer
bet, because I feel like I thought.
Go. Stop talking. Address
Is it impossible? Is it possible? Look, I'm beating around the bush trying to get my words together. In love with more than one person? No. Now what?
Keep going. Why is it not?
Because I just can't see that. In love with more than one person?
You want to break it down? What does it mean to be in love?
Nigga, I'm baffled. Oh, shit. Now, that's a great question right there.
Just to help it break it down.
Okay,
bet.
So to be in love for me is...
Man, I didn't want to go here, but
it's like
here.
Well,
go.
It's like that little honeymoon thing where it's like you're just all the way happy all the time. Everything they do and say is just, life is just flowers and sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like the worst, kiddiest breakdown. I'm going to give it to you. But you don't want me to go into that bag for real, so whatever. But, so to be in love with, to have two people on that same like level, I don't see that. That don't make sense to me.
Right.
I'm sorry, I can't really fully explain it. How you have an answer?
I was at first originally. I think I might have said yes, but going off of what you just said, I kind of agree. Well, so to stop and break it down and talk about what does it mean to be in love.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I am. I believe that love is a choice, right? And I believe that being in love is like it's like actions that you use. You choose to be in love. To me, like
that's why I disagree.
Okay,
falling in love is something that just happens.
I think that happens.
Choosing to love someone that's a choice for sure. Loving someone is a choice, but loving someone and being in love are two different things.
Loving someone and being in love are two different things.
Two different things.
What is it? Being in love to you is what?
Being in love is that full-on happiness. You see a text message, you see her name pop up, bing, you happy. You hear a voice, bing, you happy. That's that in love. It's all that, just a bunch of nothings that make you feel the greatest. Loving someone is different because love itself is not all sunshine and rainbows.
Right.
Love hurts. Love gets complicated.
Right.
Love, you might go through some rough patches, but you still love someone.
Right.
And it's all by choice.
Right.
So love is not the one with the I won't say the happy. It's not the happiest one, but it's still there. Love is the action. Love is not like. Were you finna say that?
No.
Okay. So love is love. Love itself to me is an action. It's never been a word. Like I'm not a I love you type person. I'm not gonna say that all day. I'm gonna show you forever and ever. But I would never. Probably won't ever say it.
You won't ever tell somebody you love them?
Not ever, but it's like it's not a thing that'll frequently come out my mouth. I want you. It's not like we on the phone.
To be your girl.
Well, if she likes to hear I love you, then I can look past not saying it. But it's just something I don't naturally do.
Nah, I feel you.
Like we on the phone. All right, love you. Bye. That's not me naturally.
The part. Well, what I was gonna say about the love, about the happiness of seeing the text messages and you feel something that comes and goes, and that's where I think that naturally comes and goes. I think you making a fool of yourself if you think that doesn't come and go. And I think that's where the choice comes in, because even on those cloudy days, you didn't still make the choice to respond in a good way. You know what I mean? To embrace this love that you almost might not feel right now. You're not gonna wake up every morning and feel euphoric as hell.
Exactly.
About this person's text message or whatnot. That same person that you are in love with might piss you off on this Tuesday night. Mm-hmm. But then you didn't choose to because you're choosing to love this person, that you're gonna let that go on Wednesday, and then, you know, maybe by Friday y'all back in a euphoric feeling again, or maybe it takes a whole nother week or something. But you don't.
Yeah,
I mean,
so it sounds like in love, that feeling of in love is the foundation for love. Because you said that like that was like the premise of, you know, being pissed off, whatever.
And the reason why I was gonna change up and say that, to get back so we stay on topic, that I don't think you can actively do that for multiple people. At least I can't. I've tried before, I guess you could say.
I doubt it.
That I've tried before?
Yeah.
I didn't try before, but I've been like in a situation where it was, I don't know.
Maybe you love certain things about someone, and then that made you think you in love. I don't know.
What I'm saying is, because people will say that.
But
people will say I love both of y'all, or a dude will say that, or a girl might feel that way if this new guy she's talking to, she loves him, but she also feel like she's still in love with her ex. That's not, you can't say that that's impossible. Yeah. If you truly did love your ex, you don't just stop loving them. You do love them.
Yeah. But we talking about in love though.
That is the action.
For you. Because I said love is my action. In love is that feeling.
Love is your action.
Yeah. If I'm going to love you, that's something I show you. It's not something
in love is a feeling.
In love is the feeling
that goes and comes.
Yeah, I actually do. But it's still like it might not be as high, because like when you fall in love the first time or initially, that's when that feeling is at its highest. That euphoric feeling at an all-time high. But as things progress, that euphoric feeling goes away. But that love is still there though.
The euphoric stuff is not fake. But that stuff is just cute. I don't know. If you have an ex that you are in love with, y'all break up. You're no longer in love with her. You're in love with a new girl.
You have to fall out of love with her in order to fall in love, or even try to attempt to love another person. You cannot have that in love. You can't have that in love feeling with one and then have it for the other. I don't think that's possible.
Why not?
You gonna confuse yourself. Your heart gonna rip in two. You gonna be fucked up.
I know. I'm saying you might mess yourself up.
You will. You gonna be a confused ass person. Because then what happened? Watch what happened when your mind get into it.
Yeah, I'm saying you probably gonna be damaging yourself. But is it impossible to happen? Are you gonna? This is an old ass conversation. People done tackled this probably.
Really?
I just couldn't imagine. This is like probably.
I've never heard this. Otherwise, I would have had somewhat of a answer.
I've never really sat and listened to it, but this has to be something like that's
nigga,
like. Nigga,
it's C&E. This your first ever real exclusive.
In love.
Sounds at. God
man,
damn
it's crazy. Go ahead, press the button, Chaq. Come on, man.
Don DeMarco.
Not even turned up.
And then we gonna wait.
Don DeMarco. All right, bet.
You don't like that sound?
Nah, I do. I just do whatever. Sit your ass. What was I saying? I
don't know.
Being in love with two people.
You felt like nobody had tackled it, but it's C&E.
You can't. You just can't.
You can't. So are we on the same page? Because I was gonna go back on the other side and be like, maybe you can, simply because falling in love is not a choice. It just happens.
Okay.
You don't even know you're there until you're there. You didn't know you're on your way over there until you get there.
Actively choose to keep that shit going or not. Or you might just think that you are in love, but it's just euphoric as hell.
You asking me that?
I'm at both. Kind of making a statement but asking at the same time. You could disagree or agree. I don't know.
Okay. I was getting ready to disagree, but I lost my train of thought now because I didn't know if you was asking or not. Go ahead. I
don't know. What love means to me, like I said before, I think love is a choice in its actions, and I think it can be very tough to intentionally love two different people at the same time.
Yeah.
Like actively, like, you know, try to show this person love. But can you have strong feelings for two people and it feels like love at the same time? Yes.
Yeah. If you've never been in love or felt a certain type level of love, you will be strongly confused and having very strong feelings and assuming that's love. When no, you just have strong feelings. Like that honeymoon phase is serious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just like this about you. I like this about you. I love that. I love how you, I like, and all that. Tell me if you feel that way 6 months from now. Tell me if you saying those same exact words. That's that honeymoon phase. Because you're not going to like all that shit 6 months from now. That shit going to be over with. It's going to be annoying. You're going to be pissed off by a lot more things than you once were in that first, let's say the honeymoon phase was within the first 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so, yeah. Having them strong feelings will confuse you and you'll be thinking, oh, yeah, I love this person. Nah, you just in the honeymoon phase.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But imagine, and I don't know if
you want to keep going.
Just real quick.
Okay.
Imagine if I don't want to circle too much, but imagine you with somebody for a while. Mm-hmm. You love this person. A lot of memories, a lot of laughs, a lot of tears.
Yeah.
A lot of emotions. This person has seen you in vulnerable states. A whole lot of comfort, a whole lot of love. Mm-hmm. And y'all split ways with no bad blood simply because out of enough disagreements or whatever the case, however you want to fill in that blank of why y'all split, but that person didn't make you hate them.
Okay. Go ahead.
That person didn't make you dislike them, and they don't dislike you either, but y'all decide to split.
Right.
And now you're with somebody else, and you feel like you love this new person.
That old person could have been a wrong person, wrong time.
Okay. You can fill in the blank however.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Is it not still possible? And I'm not saying that this is a year gap. Let's just say it's been 2 months, because you could fall
That's
in love
insane.
To fall in love with somebody in 2 months?
Yeah. After you just got out?
We're not arguing if you should or shouldn't do that, but it just happens. You just sat here and argued that you can fall in love out of nowhere.
I said it just happened. But
let's say you fall in love with somebody
in 2 months. That's a quick ass turnaround. 2 months, 60 days.
Man,
we was at it for years.
Chloe Bailey, goddamn Jack. I don't know. That's your girl.
That's my shorty.
She walk in this joint,
but she not with me, so I can't call her mine.
Look, Chloe walk in this joint. You know, sometimes you envision, and this is something we could talk about too.
We manifesting me dating Chloe?
No. You know, you could envision like what a girl is like, and then you meet her and she's just not exactly that. But imagine that Chloe is everything that you envision her to be. Mm-hmm. Y'all fall in love. You don't no longer love your ex. You don't no longer love her.
Mm-hmm.
You might love both of them.
But I'm not in love with both of them, Eric. That's the original question. Can you be in love with two people? No.
And remind me one more time, just because I'm a little slow. And being in love is what again?
That feeling, that euphoric feeling. Using your words, that euphoric feeling.
This ain't no that, and that's
happy,
the thing.
That happy all the time.
Life ain't no fucking Disney movie, y'all. That euphoric shit is here today and gone tomorrow.
What song is that? If y'all don't know what song that's from, y'all, bro.
Hey, on everything. If y'all know what song that is without Googling or something,
bro.
Comment that joint, man, and see. Let me know what joint that is. Anyways, that stuff is here today and going tomorrow. So, it could be possible. You're just choosing not to be in love with them. That's
not the choice. The feeling.
You're not okay.
In love
for
you,
you,
not the
being
choice.
In love is the feeling.
It's the feeling.
For me, being
that
in love,
happy ass feeling all day, every day.
So imagine if that's the feeling for you. Imagine you with your partner, and because you agree that the feeling comes and goes, and then today if she asks you, "Are you in love with me?" No, I'm not in love with you today because I'm upset.
No, that's not how it goes. That's not how that goes. No. See, now we finna turn this.
them.
No, because we finna turn this into a 40-minute conversation.
No, I'm not.
We already been on it for like 20. But no, that in love feeling, I said, it is at its highest in the beginning, and it just dwindles down a little bit. It's still there. Mm-hmm. It just goes up, just not as high. It's not as intense. It's not that high after a while.
It goes up and down.
No, it does not go up and down. It could. It could go up and down. I would imagine. But either way, it's not gone the next day just because you pissed me off. No.
You're not. It will leave.
He was stumping shit.
You're not going to feel that. You are the honeymoon stage. That shit is the most euphoric feeling ever.
Okay, cool.
That shit's going to be gone. And you can bring it back.
Yeah, you can bring that feeling back.
Moments, yeah, you can come back like,
this is where we had our first date at.
Yeah,
I brought you some flowers.
And
I know
you
love
almost
these cookies.
sometimes, not every time, but sometimes you have to choose to bring that back. You know what? We've been having some rough times here. I'm finna do this.
Go ahead, take you to
remind us both of where we started.
Yeah,
so we can appreciate each other.
Exactly. Like, remember this? Remember when I took you to Fogo de Chao?
It's a choice.
Mm-hmm. Take your lady to a Brazilian steakhouse, fellas. I'm trying to put y'all on.
I don't know if we answer that, if it's possible or not. I don't even know how I feel about it.
We did a million times.
We said no?
Hell no. Yeah, we said no, not in love. You can probably love two people. You love more than two people right now. And I'm not talking about romantically. I'm talking about just in general. As a human being, you love more than two people. You love like 8. Your mama, your sister,
that's not the same.
Brother. Yes, it is.
We're talking about a romantic love. Stop.
A romantic love?
Yes, we're not finna sit here and talk. That's obviously, of course, I love a lot of people, but we're talking about.
I was trying to put nigga. Oh yeah, he's right. Shaq is right.
Whatever, man. I don't know.
That's stupid.
Hope that was some cool food for thought.
Great question. Let me see what I got.
Bet.
You keep searching though if you want. If you got something along those lines. Damn, man. Okay, question.
Bet.
So, if you aren't giving out of generosity, like you giving things out,
I like this. Keep going.
If you aren't giving out of generosity, if you aren't giving things, if you're giving out stuff, giving out gifts and expecting a gift in return, are you truly a giver? Like, can you call yourself a giver?
If you are giving gifts but you expect something in return.
Yes. So I'm gonna just give you a little bit of context of where this question came from. I came across this video on Twitter.
Yep.
This girl's madly upset with her family or whoever it was. I'm assuming it was her family though. She never said who, but she was really upset with the gifts they gave her. Mm-hmm. And she said, I'm a giver. If you want $500, $700, I'm going to give it to you. If you want new shoes, game system, I don't care. I'm going to give it to you.
Right.
But what y'all gave me, this is foul. And what she had in the little old bag was a card with no money in it. And I said that because that's what she made sure that she let everybody know there's nothing in there. Not even like a word, like their own writing on there. Card, some napkins.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I think it was something else, but I forgot. But yeah, and she was like, I'm a giver. I'll never do nobody like this. This is just lazy. She said, I think she called them lazy. She was like, there's no thought in this and all such stuff. But I'm like, if you are quote unquote a giver, wouldn't you just not care what you get in return? Because you gave, like, why would you bring that up that you'll do this and that you have done this and that? Why would you bring up your track record if you're a giver? I don't know. I ain't gonna give out my idea, my answer. But what you say? What you think?
Yes, I think that she can be a giver, and this is coming from a giver.
Lying there.
Oh,
go ahead.
God.
You her. Go ahead though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna you heard though. Go ahead.
I don't necessarily have like crazy expectations. This is me. I kind of talked about this before. One of my favorite love languages of mine is gift giving. Mm-hmm. I love gifts. I love giving and receiving gifts. Mm-hmm. And this is just for me. This could be a little different, but I hate gifts that aren't thoughtful. I don't give. Typically, I won't give a gift if it doesn't have any thought into it. Some type of way. If it's not like super specific to a person, or if it's not like the perfect gift where I really watch them and know that they need this, I'm gonna customize that joint at the very least. Because to me, that's special. Literally, I've always said this to like girls that I might even date or something, like, don't just don't just throw money at me. I don't like women giving me money.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it just depends. I literally rather you take that and buy me something specific to what Eric might like. Pay attention to me. Or I say all the time, you could give me a card and macaroni noodles and spell Eric on that joint. Eric,
that's what's up, though.
And macaroni noodles, and I'ma feel happy because you physically glued these macaroni noodles to this joint. This actually segues into one of mine, but we'll stay here.
Hold it. Yeah, because we forgetful.
Yeah,
hold it, my nigga. Hold it.
So yes. Even though I love to give and I love that feeling of like people getting happy because they can tell like, wow, Eric really gave me a thoughtful gift. Because I'm like that, I don't like generic or things that in return that don't require that you didn't give any thought. Because it doesn't have to be expensive. It literally can be something simple that's just custom to me. So if the question was, are you really a giver if you're
expecting something in return?
If you're expecting something in return because you gave this, if you want some eye for an eye or if you counting favors type of thing, then you in it for the wrong reasons. But if you feel some type of way because you give out specific gifts to people all the time and you feel like you're getting the short end of the stick, to me that's natural.
And I feel that way?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm different then. Because I'm a gracious dude. I receive things with the utmost amount of gratitude. The fact that you thought to get me anything is enough for me. Like you could it's been so many times where people story. So I get back home, I go back to work, and the owner of the company is there, and she's like, "Oh my God, congratulations on graduating." I go, "Thank you." She's like, "I'm gonna get you something." I was like, "Nah, it's cool. The congratulations is good enough." No, I'm gonna get you something. She ended up giving me some money, a nice amount of money that I wasn't expecting, just on the spot, because she just found out that day that I graduated. So it's like something like that. I tried not to. I didn't want her to give me something. That one word was good enough for me. Right. So that's the kind of person I am. I'm a gracious receiver.
I think it's different. I'm with you because I'm that same way. I can love. It could be the simplest thing. You can go on a trip and bring back a keychain with an E on it.
No, okay.
And I'm a slight hoarder with like a gift that you might give me. On God, it's in a drawer at the very. Even if it's something. If you ever got Eric a birthday card, I still have it.
That's a fact. I'm the same way.
But it's a little different when it's a person that you've given a lot of stuff to.
That doesn't matter.
You never gave anything to this woman, so you don't have no.
It's the owner of the company, my boss. Okay, so what? That's different. But let's run it back to somebody we've had some type of exchange of gift giving.
You would not feel some type of way if you not, and I'm not talking spent your hard-earned money. Now, I'm not talking about spent money, but you done really gave a lot of effort into these gifts, and you didn't get no effort back. I don't like that. Effort. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about the dollar, the cost.
The effort. Bad.
You could disagree.
But I just don't think you can be called a giver if you were expecting certain things. Now the thoughtfulness, if
there's no crazy expectation though. I'm not expecting nothing big. This is from my perspective because with like I said about stuff being custom, I just expect something
with
custom,
some thought in it,
some thought into it.
So then the question is,
with her I'm on a little different side kind of. With her getting that card, if that's me, I don't care about no money in it. And you better handwrite in that joint.
Yeah.
And now
I thought that was foul.
And now I'm cool. You handwrite in that joint, amazing. Now I'm so happy. But if I have spent, and I will say this because I think it does matter a bit. If I have spent a grip of money on you, and all I got was that card, I almost would like for you to tell me I don't got it right now, type of thing.
Man.
And I know that might be hard to kind of admit or something for some people, but I'm so genuine that you know what I'm saying? Cool, now I don't care. But if I feel like you, because if not, it'll come off like you don't care and I care. I care to do this for you, but you don't care enough for me.
I can see where you're coming from with that. I don't know. I don't think you could be qualified as a giver if you're upset with what you get in return. And then you haul off and say, I'll do this, I've done this, and I've done that. That's not giver behavior.
So you think
when you give, you should give out of generosity. Generosity is when you don't expect nothing in return. I'm doing this fully out of my own will with no expectation of any return.
No.
Or reciprocation.
But I don't think if she's like me, she might not have been expecting something. Nothing crazy. I don't know what she was expecting. I am expecting something, and this is if you know me and I kind of voiced this to you, like this is how I am. I am expecting something. You know, I don't know. I'm rocking with Shorty a little bit to a certain extent. I don't know.
Okay.
As a gift giver, I just don't like. I don't know. Feel me?
Yeah, I get you. Good talk. That's all I'm here for.
All right, bet.
Yeah, you had a topic to go into that though.
Yes, my topic to go into that was in general. I was going to talk about. I think I took a note, but I know it's basically how I don't like generic stuff, and I don't like people who do anything generic. I don't like. I hate. So this is kind of like a rant, but not too much of a rant because I'm not going to go in what I want you to go to. But I don't like. I don't like generic stuff. I don't like receiving anything. Rather, it's not even necessarily a gift. Texts, condolences, if they're generic.
Okay.
I don't like.
What is wrong with you?
I'm a real person.
Okay.
I don't like. It's like the sorry I can't talk right now text.
Okay.
I don't like if I tell you what I'm up to, or you ask me, "Hey, Eric, how you been doing?" And a lot of times, I'm the type to probably not even really say what I'm going through. But if I do decide to tell you what I'm going through, I don't like, "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I send you my deepest condolences."
Oh wow.
I don't like
that. Sounds crazy. That don't sound crazy?
That I don't like that?
Yeah.
No, it don't. I understand why you might think that. It's not gonna buy. It doesn't. Don't get me wrong.
Tell me if he sound crazy.
No,
that sounds.
Listen to where I'm going.
Astronomical.
Listen to where I'm going.
Fuck.
I'm not gonna get super mad at you for sending me that. Yeah. Thank you. But I don't like the copy and paste, the generic. This is what you say. Insert this apology here. Response to what I'm dealing with. Look, because he's a robot ass.
I'm not a robot. It's just that's rude.
No, it's
that's
not.
That's rude to be like.
I'm not gonna
deep down. You wouldn't say it to them, obviously.
So I'm not rude. No,
but deep down to think.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
To think that to have that thought like, oh, that's not like fuck that. That's bullshit.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
The custom. Oh, I'm so sorry. I send you my deepest condolences.
So what would you want to hear?
I want you to genuinely use your own words, and if you can empathize, sympathize, or relate to what I'm telling you.
But what if I can't? I still want to send you my condolences.
I said if you can.
Okay.
If you can't,
okay,
still keep it real with your response. It's not genuine with the robotic custom stuff. I don't like this. I don't like that.
So instead of I'm sorry for your loss, you wanna, and I'm speaking from the I can't empathize with you perspective. I'm sorry for your loss. I don't understand what you're going through right now. I can't relate. However, I'm here for you. Is that good enough?
Even that,
that's not good enough.
Even that is it's not. Real ones know what I'm saying.
I want to be there for you, but I can't sympathize. I can't empathize. I've never been in this situation.
All I'm saying is still use your own words. I just want to
show you love.
Don't hit me with the template.
That's a template?
Yes. You get what I'm saying.
If you need me?
You don't. If it's no, that's different.
Okay. So I can. Okay.
When you send we know those phrases.
Mm. Here, if you need.
We know the phrases. We know the tone of voices that, like, especially in this goofy country of America, that's been like custom. When somebody says this, you say this.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Mm.
Give me that same sympathy in a real way.
Okay.
Nothing fake.
I feel like what I gave you was as much real as I could.
No, it was because it was copied and pasted.
What do you want someone to say?
This way, you now say this. I want you to.
What are they supposed to say when they can't sympathize with you?
You still use real words.
Like?
You still use whatever on your mind. You speak from your heart.
Okay. I'm with you on that one.
You speak from your heart, and with however you want to make me feel better. It's like you don't feel some type of way if somebody. It's different if somebody's driving and they literally, like, it's almost a courtesy if they send you the sorry I can't text right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But imagine it's like receiving that when you know you could have. I'd rather hold up real quick, or than just the robotic. I don't really care response. That's just me. Mm-hmm. And the reason I thought about this, I've always kind of felt that way. Cause you ever, I don't know, you ever just be, I've been in situations where somebody like fake mad at me over something.
Fake mad, yeah. Like real fake mad or
fake mad?
Okay.
Or probably or really think that they calling me out on something. Or I don't know.
Oh yeah.
And then just imagine, and then and then I tell them something, and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
No, get out my face with that fake stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not rocking with that.
Yep.
I don't like. I just because I'm so genuine of a dude, I don't do. I don't do anything fake. I have a really hard time doing stuff that's not genuine. You know how somebody might ask you to describe yourself in 3 words or something like that. And I don't know if you like this, but you know how, like, you might. There's always one word that you give off the rip, and for me, that word is genuine. I can't do anything fake. I can't do anything that doesn't just feel like it's custom. And I think this is what reminded me of, like, specific gifts. I do specific gifts. I use specific words. Somebody, if something bad happened to you, I don't even know, and something bad happened to one of our homies too, I'm not sending. I don't know.
You know how to be with
the same exact thing.
Knock on wood. You just went from me to
I didn't wanna,
all the homies.
I didn't want to. Yeah.
Now they just everybody tweaking.
I didn't want to say nothing specific crazy. Say y'all both suffer some type of loss. I'm not sending you and him the same text.
Bad. I got you.
Y'all are not gonna get the man. I'm praying for you, and I. Or you can say that, but y'all know the words. I'm sorry to hear that.
If you listening to this or watching this and you playing stupid, you know the words.
You know what I mean.
Everybody know the words.
There's just certain little, like, phrases. I send my deepest condolences. You don't even talk like that, but you know what I'm saying. But in this moment,
Eric
you using my dearest condolences.
He's dumb.
Get out my face with that,
bro. It's crazy.
Because the love that I'm going to give you in that situation of you in a hard time is going to be genuine love. And what made me think of that was how people in the hospital, healthcare workers. And I kind of understand why y'all are this way. Like, there's almost like a stigma with healthcare workers that they come off as insensitive or just like they're almost detached from emotions when dealing with people. Some of
They
them
are? Wait, what'd you say? Is a stigma? What'd you say?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yeah. Healthcare workers are always, not all, but some of them.
Oh, I get you, because I'm like, but it's like I'm not in those spaces.
The doctor who will, you watch any movie.
Yeah.
Watch a movie where somebody's passed. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Sorry to tell you, but he didn't make it.
I'm sorry to tell you,
My
but
dearest condolences if you need.
Lil Saint,
You know what I'm saying?
Lil Saint died a couple.
That type of reaction, and I kind of, and from my own perspective, I think I understand why. I probably don't get it completely, but I understand why, because they almost have a job to do, and they got to be professional at the same time, and they almost got to protect their own feelings, because they can get traumatized by going through this themselves.
That's
and having to give it this. Yeah, so I get it, but I hate it, and I think for some people, healthcare workers, y'all should almost just try to like decipher what type of person I'm dealing with, because don't come to me.
Awareness.
Yeah,
I don't have emotional awareness.
You almost need to get that type of training, or
there's training for that.
There should be. The same way cops need a different type of training, whatever. I just don't like that robotic. It's almost even a certain tone. Yeah, I really understand, and I'm so sorry to hear that. Or let you be, or the same way you'll be complaining, or like say somebody has a complaint or something. Yeah, I understand. I really,
Oh, that's script for sure.
I don't like any of that.
Yeah.
I don't like any ingenuine response that you'll give to me in any situation. And I'm such a genuine person that I can call it out every single time when somebody's not keeping it real with me.
Bet.
And I hate that. That was that. Offer the gift thing.
A quick little.
Keep it real. Keep it funky. I can't do anything. I can't force anything.
So how do you feel about a brutally honest person?
Just don't, and I mean, it depends. I think there's a room. Don't be obnoxious. I don't like obnoxious people either.
Obnoxiously honest? Or keeping it real?
Well, you said a brutally honest person?
Yeah. What do you mean by obnoxious then?
When you said brutally honest, I just thought of a person who just saying stuff that you just can't tell that you probably shouldn't say that. Okay. And that might sound like a contradiction, but I think there's a gap. I think if you know how to read people, if you know how to read the room, you might know what to say and what not to say. There's a middle ground from saying breaking news to somebody in a crazy way versus giving them a generic response. You ever be looking for somebody to tell you something and they being so generic with it that you almost don't know what they're trying to say?
I can't think of a time.
You probably, I don't know, but somebody trying to give some news to you and they sitting here like, so the words they're using, you can't really tell what they trying to say to you.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm getting you now.
And it's like, oh, why you ain't say that from the beginning?
Right. Yeah.
Or just said it, but versus the person who say, hey man, I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta pay me $1,000 to get the fuck out of my face.
Okay.
It's like, damn.
So but there's a middle ground.
Yes, absolutely.
Is what you saying.
Absolutely. And I don't know how to teach y'all that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a great person that I understand that middle ground. But I don't like people
how to
who don't
teach it. Get paid. Create a job for yourself.
Yeah. I might do that, man.
Wise words from me.
You got something else? What's up?
Honestly, I don't. I do want to. We didn't give him no life update. We ain't got too much, really. I ain't got none. My hair's still cut. Trying to get these waves going. Eric said he seen some ripples going on. I said, oh, yeah, it's on.
Yeah. Chaq trying to get the wave game going. They coming in, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, and if you're watching the visual and you're wondering why we're on opposite sides from last episode, it's because Eric thought he would look better or feel better on this side. And I said, well, come on, let's try it. And now look at him. He chose to sit over there. He said, I ain't gonna lie, it felt weird to be over there. And that's good, because you shouldn't have been over here in the first place. But that's that on that.
I'm so real because I was gonna let him get it off. I didn't want to cut him off. But I don't care about this spot. First of all,
so I do.
You do, but I did let you have it.
I do like this spot.
I was like, whatever. I don't know. It just didn't feel like I was. I don't know if I was in my bag last pod or not, but
No, you was heavy in that bag.
I feel better over here. We was both flowing today though.
Yeah. Real good pod. What else I need to tell y'all? I don't know. We should probably. No, I don't know.
When you coming, man? New Thor is out.
Wanna talk about that? We're gonna talk about the new Thor next time we get on.
That's what the message I'm finna give to y'all.
Bet.
When y'all see this, go see that Thor if you haven't already.
Yeah, so we can all talk about it.
Cause I'm gonna have at least a little. We're gonna get at least a couple minutes off of that Thor, cause that's my boy.
Thor is his favorite character.
Yeah, it's my favorite Avenger. So I don't want to spoil that joint for y'all. So make sure y'all go watch that joint.
Yeah, you got a lot of time. It just came out the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it'll be a week. By the time we get back to talking about it, it's gonna be a week. A week has passed for sure.
Yeah. Let's see. You want to go into something else, or you want to go into sleepers? Another update for y'all. My fault. Go ahead.
I said I'm all out. I ain't got nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I do, but you wanna?
No, that's you on your. We on our way out the door. Come on.
Bet it up. Until next time, y'all. But no.
Chill. Whatever you shouldn't say.
No. Another repeat, because I don't know if we articulated it enough. Mm-hmm. The audio podcast has some effects that the visual podcast does not have. So if you watching this audio, of course, you know what I'm saying, the live interaction is a little different, but
true.
The visual, we open this joint up with music and we close out with music. Our segment called Sleepers, where we play a song, a piece of some music that you probably slept on in the past, or it's new when you ain't heard it yet because you sleeping. And we put y'all on to something.
Yeah.
So yeah, head over to that audio to get that.
Yeah, you can skip through the audio too.
Yeah,
go right to the end because you already seen 90%.
Or even still, man, just don't be a slave to the YouTube or the visual podcast. When you riding in your whip, man, turn us on.
Oh God, that'd be that, bro. Honestly, when you get because the audio is another experience.
Yeah,
like it's an experience that we'll have a visual experience through the audio. As weird as that may sound, like you'll be able to hear our emotion and therefore see our emotion while you listen to the audio. Just give it a listen. We do it all the time with our own favorite podcast.
Yeah, that is what a podcast is. There's so much media nowadays, and people just call stuff a podcast. And I'm not. This ain't no bashing or nothing, because I watch all types of different forms of podcasts. But podcast, the main thing of a podcast is the radio experience. It's almost like a radio show, but not. It's like a conversation or like some sort of dialogue with theatrics, rather it's music and sound bites or, you know, whatever the case may be. That is what a podcast is. A podcast is not 10 people in the room screaming about girls do this and guys do this. It's not a podcast. It's just a goofy conversation on microphone sometimes.
Speak on it. Go ahead. Let them know.
Not bashing, but that's not that. And that is not the C&E podcast. I low-key always wanted to get this off too.
What's up?
Just letting y'all know what the C&E podcast is and what it's not. The C&E podcast is not the woman bashing podcast. This is not the Battle of the Sexes podcast. Rarely will we ever have guests on here, to be honest. We might do that, but we're never doing the...
I look forward to it one day. As soon as we figure out how we're going to go about it.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Over time, we will. But it's not going to be the men versus women type of guest. If we have that type of dialogue, it's only going to be here for about 10 or 15 minutes. This is not a relationship podcast. It's not a sports podcast. This is Shaq and Eric talking about things that are interesting to us. Talking about things that are relevant to black culture. You know, whether that's music, sports, women, politics, whatever we feel like talking about. But we're not one thing. I don't know. People ask me, what is the podcast about?
That's the hardest question to answer.
I just think it's stupid almost.
Whoa. That's not, they're not asking out of stupidity. They're asking for their own well-being. What do they want to listen to us for an hour and some change and we talk about nothing? You can't say that's stupid to ask.
It's not when you say it like that. But some people ask it with the intentions of, are y'all talking with y'all? They expecting us to be the Fresh and Fit podcast where we just bash women or something like that.
It's never gonna happen. We are pro black winning podcast.
Absolutely.
We gonna pick y'all up We gonna call y'all out on y'all things.
Y'all gonna call y'all out.
But we not finna bash y'all on fault. We not finna do that. Never was. Was never gonna do that.
Yeah, that's not the intention, but we are gonna call y'all out. I actually got a hard take.
And that will be in the next episode because he's trying to get
I'm
going.
almost mad though because I was gonna ride with them, and it's low key. It might be
too late by the time we get to the next episode. We're on our way out the door, Eric.
Bet. All right, look, I'm gonna save it. Shout out Snoop Dogg's daughter. They was on the internet trying to comfort her, saying,
"What she do? What happened?"
They was trying to say her boyfriend is only with her because,
Because she's rich.
Yeah, because she's of darker skin and kind of heavy. And it's almost kind of, it's very a weird energy to put out. They almost saying that he looked too good for her.
Oh, y'all tweaking. Y'all on
crazy.
that?
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Y'all are weird to even say that. And there's no way that y'all not saying that just off of this, like, I'm not gonna go too deep in here. I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna let y'all feel away. Somewhere in there, y'all are saying that there's some type of hate y'all got for like dark skinned women. Underline, it almost has to be, rather if it's intentional or not, because you just wouldn't make that statement in other scenarios.
Yeah, and
even if you would, if you're just that goofy of a person, you're just dumb.
Yeah,
and I would go deep. We're gonna leave it there. That's another like good little slide.
Yeah,
segue.
I remember they had some things to say about the Black Panther. That movie, the greatest Marvel movie of all time.
Who did?
Some thuntadun was like, there's not enough light skin representation.
Gotta hell, man.
Hey, what'd he say? What'd he say, bro?
Dumbass down.
Why you turn my sound down? You ruined my moment. Eric and technology.
Y'all just want to hear yourself talk.
Oh, bro. What else we got? That's about it, man. I don't know.
We can rap right there.
Yeah, we can rap. On the visual, we're gonna rap here, and then on the audio, we'll get to the sleepers. So, if you're tuning in on the visual, we'll see you in the next episode. I'm Shaq. That's my boy Eric. Is C&E.